How strong is Vegeta in Dragon Ball GT? Now, due to Vegeta not really getting too much camera time in Dragon Ball GT, we do get to see him a little bit in the baby arc, and of course him becoming, the villain. Not necessarily him, but baby taking over his body. That's one aspect of Vegeta, but we later do get to see him a little bit in the Super Android 17, and then the Omega Shenron battle where he gets his Super Saiyan 4 transformation, and we also get to see a fusion of Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta to make Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Now, the thing is, a lot of people don't really understand just how powerful Vegeta is in Dragon Ball GT. Now, at this point, we got to remember, we're erasing Super, so anything that happened in Super, we're going to pretty much erase that for now, unless otherwise, things progress and things start to connect a little bit more. But right now, we're strictly just going from back when it was just Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball GT, and of course, OG Dragon Ball. Now, this is the thing. Vegeta at this point is so powerful, and people don't understand there's a big possibility that Vegeta may even be stronger than Goku before he got his Super Saiyan 4 transformation. And this is implied even in the final arc where they fighting Omega Shenron, and Bulma is telling him that he might be stronger or either reach higher levels than Goku Super Saiyan 4 due to his high battle power that Vegeta has at this point. So that's saying a lot, and this kind of skips over a lot of people. And the reason I say this is because as we look, Baby is all going to go back to the Baby arc, and Baby is looking for the perfect body especially him taking over a Saiyan body, because that's who destroyed his people. But he wants the Prince of all Saiyans. Now, on one aspect, it always was the royalty side of the Saiyans, with King Vegeta to supposedly be the strongest Saiyan at the time. Now, we know this is proven to not be the case due to possibility that Bardock in the special was stronger than King Vegeta. And even in the pretty much rebooted Bardock, timeline, it's still the same thing, that Bardock may still be stronger than King Vegeta. Now, Baby wants Vegeta's body. So at this point, he takes over, Gohan's body. And at this point, Gohan is a monster, because Gohan is pretty much is implying that Gohan is stacking his Super Saiyan on top of his Ultimate Gohan, because before we didn't know if Ultimate Gohan was actually a transformation or just Gohan in his base form before the Super Retcon. But at this point, we see that Gohan is pretty much one of the strongest characters there as well, and Vegeta is facing him, and Vegeta is pretty much picking him apart. And mind you, it's still a possibility that Baby probably upgrades the power of these people as well, seeing the same way he did for Vegeta. But Vegeta's case is a little bit different, because he more, kind of assimilated with, Vegeta a little bit more and really took over, whereas in everybody else, he kind of just implanted his parasite to kind of take over everybody. So it's a little bit different. But still, at this point, Gohan is super powerful, and Gohan did not stop training, because nowhere implies that he had stopped training. So he's definitely powerful in Dragon Ball GT. Now, Vegeta's pretty much handling Gohan with ease. Now, Baby takes over Vegeta's body, and at this point, Vegeta's pretty much, under Baby's control. Now, there's still a debate, which I'm going to probably do another video on this, to see that did Vegeta retain the power that Baby pretty much gave him when he assimilated in his body, or did Vegeta lose that power? So I got another video that's going to pretty much cover this, and we're going to discuss this topic, that we could dig deep into that and pretty much figure out if Vegeta gets to keep that power. Now, going back to the Baby arc, we have Vegeta pretty much at this point, Baby's viewing him as the strongest Saiyan, and without good reason, because Vegeta never stopped training. And Vegeta's gonna definitely do anything in his power to pretty much try to, you know, surpass Goku. Even though he keeps saying Goku is number one, he still feels that he got to like still try to make it to that level, whether even if he's trying to surpass Goku or just be on the same level as him. So Vegeta never stopped training and is pretty much training just as hard, and especially if he knows Goku is training just as hard, Vegeta is going to push himself to train just as hard. So if he know Goku's left with Oob, who was the reincarnation of, you know, Kid Buu at this time, he's going to definitely go over there to pretty much try to pretty much, you know, reach a power similar, close to theirs, or even try to surpass them at this point, which I won't be surprised that Vegeta reaches the power to surpass Kid Buu at this point, which he does, because he's definitely much more powerful at this point. Now, the thing is, as we get to Omega Shenron, like I said before, when Bulma's using the machine to pretty much make Vegeta grow his tail back, he's pretty much stating that, you know, Vegeta could possibly be stronger than Goku and have a higher potential than Goku. Now, mind you, from what we learned from OG Dragon Ball, and especially with GT kind of expound upon bringing back that old concept, is that when Goku's tail grow, Goku always felt stronger in Dragon Ball. So Goku definitely got a power boost when his tail came back, and even the old Kai kind of stated it a little bit when they was able to pull out Goku's tail and saying, you know, he got strong, but that still wasn't enough at that point. So same thing for Vegeta. If Vegeta's pumped up and gets his tail back to become a grade 8, he definitely has gotten a little power boost at this point as well. And then by him turning into just a regular grade 8 and then turning into a golden, you know, grade 8, which Vegeta already had control over the grade 8, but I think he just was playing around the same way how Baby kind of played around a little bit to make Goku think that he was just out of control and didn't have an understanding in his ape form. But actuality, he still has the same control, because Vegeta was already shown to be able to control his grade 8. So Vegeta was able to control it and probably just wanted to have fun messing with Goku and use that opportunity just to do that. But pretty much was able to fully control his golden grade 8 and pretty much achieve the power of Super Saiyan 4. Now at this point, these two are somewhere in the same ballpark. I'm not going to say Vegeta is stronger than, you know, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but it could still be a possibility, because anytime Vegeta and Goku kind of reach a power similar to each other, Vegeta tends to make that Super Saiyan power kind of surpass, you know, Goku. Even if you look back to when they both first achieved, you know, just regular Super Saiyan, and they was trying to apply that Vegeta was a stronger Super Saiyan once he got his Super Saiyan transformation, which I did a video on that as well. I don't think Vegeta was like clearly stronger than Goku at this point, but then again, it's a big possibility. And even if you look back at all of the matches between Goku and Vegeta throughout the series, Vegeta always had the upper hand, except for the fight with, you know, Majin Vegeta, which at the time, I don't think Super Saiyan 3 concept was really developed, so it really was a equal fight in the sense which Vegeta kind of had the upper hand in the match. But of course, later on, once Super Saiyan 3 is created, we know Goku was holding back, so that kind of changes that. But originally, that wasn't the concept. So at this point, Vegeta definitely looked like he had the advantage. And even if you look back at just Goku and him in their first fight, Vegeta definitely was stronger than Goku. But, you know, Vegeta had to resort to using his grade 8, and Goku pretty much didn't have a chance if, you know, Krillin and Gohan and Yajirobe didn't come there to help him. Vegeta would have won that battle. So with that one, I always just kind of put everything at a tie when it comes to Goku and Vegeta and their power. So at this point, we do just see things that, you know, Vegeta definitely is able to power up a lot of his transformations, even now in current, you know, Super, where Vegeta, I would definitely say Vegeta's probably powered up his blue form better than Goku. But Goku was able to stack his Kaioken on top of that in the anime, and then also get a full power, Blue in the manga version, where the events are a little bit different. But it's always just been kind of a thing of Vegeta kind of like, pushing the envelope when it comes to these new forms and power. But as we just definitely see throughout the series, it is a possibility that, like I said, Vegeta could have been stronger than Goku before, we got God Goku, who's pretty much at the end of GT, where he pretty much becomes something like a god in the end. And, of course, that will still make, Goku one of the strongest. But definitely at this point, out of the good guys, Vegeta would definitely be number 2 at this point. And definitely Goku would leave the care of the planet in Vegeta's hands, because Vegeta is more than capable, because especially with Vegeta getting Super Saiyan 4 transformation, that makes him the strongest on Earth at that point. And I don't think no one else is there to pretty much come close to pretty much trying to, be able to defeat Vegeta after that point, which possibly could be a Gohan. If Gohan was to get, his Super Saiyan 4 transformation, then maybe things may be a little bit different. But people underestimate just how powerful Vegeta was, and it's also just due to the lack of GT not really, showcasing Vegeta as much. Everything was really just focused on Goku majority of the show, and it kind of like, I wish some things was done different in Dragon Ball GT, where we could have got a little bit more of all the characters. Maybe you get to see Gotenks, get to see just a little bit more, but we didn't. And unfortunately, it's like Vegeta's character didn't get the same shine just like everybody else. I mean, he did get some highlights, so at least that's good, but it just wasn't enough to make such a big impact. But just the thing is with GT is that GT just gets very downplayed with everything. And if you just go back and you watch the show and kind of just focus a little bit on certain details and key elements, you will see just how strong these characters really are. And Vegeta is no joke. He's definitely super powerful in GT, even before he gets his Super Saiyan 4 transformation. Like I said, it's a possibility that if Goku didn't have Super Saiyan 4, Vegeta will probably be more powerful than Goku, especially since Goku got nerfed by becoming a kid somewhat. But at the same time, Vegeta getting Super Saiyan 4 is a possibility that he could have surpassed Super Saiyan 4 Goku at this point as well. But at this point, we get God Goku after the Spirit Bomb and everything. So, But that's it for this video. Don't forget to drop a like and hit the subscribe button.